Hi all, welcome to MITS video lectures. Myself Roopa R, Assistant Professor in Department of Data Science, MITS deemed to be University. Today I would like to give video lecture on the inheritance concept in the Java. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss about the Java introduction, OOPS concept, inheritance, types of inheritance. Coming to Java introduction, why we are using Java? Java is a high level programming language. It is introduced by the Sun Microsystem in 1995. Later, it is acquired by the Oracle Corporation. Java is also called as object oriented language, and it is a platform independent programming language. Java works on the concept of write once, run anywhere. So, what is write once and run anywhere means we'll write a program in any computer and we can execute that program in anywhere of the operating system or anywhere of the system. So, because of this concept, Java is called as a platform independent programming language. Where we can use this Java language means Java is used for the web applications, mobile applications, enterprise softwares. Nowadays, many online softwares, many online e-commerce applications, those are using the Java frameworks. In mobiles also, many apps are developed with the help of the Java. So now come to the key features of the Java. The first key feature is a platform independent. That is, we'll write program in one mission, we can execute anywhere, or we can tell that program can be executed on the any operating system. How it is executing means because of JVM Java Virtual Machine. And next key feature is object oriented. Java is a object oriented language. It supports the all the object oriented programming concepts like a class, object, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Next key feature is simple and easy. Many of the Java syntaxes are similar to the C language and C++ language. That's why we can say Java is simple and easy to learn. And next key feature is secure. Java provides the security in the form of bytecode. So when we know that Java is a to compile, that means first we'll compile the Java program, then we'll interpret that Java program into mission code. So meanwhile, Java is not converting the high level program into mission code. Meanwhile, it is converting to the intermediate code called as a bytecode. So that bytecode provides the security. And also in Java, there is no pointers concept. So that because of that also it provides the security. And the next key feature is multi-threaded. What is multi-threaded means in Java we can execute multiple tasks at the same time with the help of a thread concept. And Java achieves the high performance with the help of a JIT compiler. Coming to OOPS concept, the various OOPS concept are object, class, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. So object is the real-time entity. For example, you can take a car, a bike. All these are examples of the object. And class is a blueprint of the object. So if you take any house construction, let me take example of real time example, house construction. Before constructing the house, first we'll design the blueprint where a door should come, where window should come, how many windows should be there, how many doors should be there, like that we'll plan. So that planning we call it as a class. If you construct the real time house, then that will be considered as an object. So encapsulation is the process of wrapping the uh, variables with methods. We call it as a encapsulation. Abstraction, hiding the complex implementation details and revealing the necessary details is called as a abstraction. For abstraction, we can take our mobile phone. So we can use mobile phone features without knowing how internally it is working. So that concept we call it as a abstraction. Inheritance. So one class takes the properties of another class is called as a inheritance. Inheritance is used for the reusability. Polymorphism. Polymorphism is many forms. An object can be represented in many forms. That is called as a polymorphism. In today's video lecture, I am going to discuss about the inheritance concept. So what is the inheritance? It is a mechanism where One class takes the properties of the another class. Okay, let me take one real time example. What is the example means? Vehicle. If you take the vehicle class, in vehicle there are two properties are there. What are the two properties? Brand and maximum speed. Let me take another two classes like car and bike. Even car is having the property brand, maximum speed, and extra property is doors. So instead of creating these two properties once again, so this car class can take the properties from the vehicle class which are already there. Okay, so this concept is called as a inheritance. So why inheritance is used? What is the reason? Means reusability. The main purpose is reusability. So you can take the car class. In car class also there is a brand property, maximum speed property. Instead of recreating those properties, car can inherit from the vehicle class. So that is called as the reusability, using the already existing properties without recreating it. Now, inheritance also establishes the is a relationship. You can take this example, car is a vehicle, bike is a vehicle. So like that we can tell uh, inheritance is a relationship. So here we come to know some of the terminologies like parent class, super class, subclass, child class. A class which is giving properties to the another class is called as a parent class or super class. A class which is taking the properties from the another class called as a child class or subclass. Then how in Java inheritance is implemented means with the help of the extends keyword. Next we'll see types of inheritance. There are five types are there: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance. These are the different types of inheritance. First we'll start with the single inheritance. Single inheritance. So one parent class, one child class is there means then it is called as a single inheritance. What we can say, one a subclass inherits from only one superclass, only one parent class and one child class. So that is called as a simple single inheritance. For example, we can say previous example, if car class extends the vehicle, then it is called as a single inheritance. Second type is multi-level inheritance. So what is a multi-level inheritance? A class inherits from a another class. That another class is already inherited from the another class. So that is called as a multi-level inheritance. You can look at the diagram here. B is inheriting from the A. From that B again C is inheriting. So this level is called as a multi-level. Here in this multi-level, two levels are there. In some cases, if you want, you can go for the 3 levels, 4 levels, 5 level. That depends on the your application requirement. So if you see here, B class is inheriting from the A. So B class getting the all the properties of A class. Now if you see C class is inheriting from the B class. So C is getting the properties from the B class. Indirectly, C also getting the properties of the A class. What we can conclude means in C class, both A class properties will be there and B class properties will be there. So you can see the real-time example vehicle car, which is in previous single inheritance we have seen. It further extended as electrical car. Electrical car. For example, we have seen the example. So in vehicle class, brand maximum speed is there. In car class, doors is there. In electric car, we can say number of battery capacity we can extend. We can create a new property called as a battery capacity. So in every child class we can create what are the extensions, because already what are common will be there in the parent class. No need to recreate that already existing properties. Only extensions only will create in the child class. So there is the example of multi-level inheritance. Next we'll go to next inheritance type, that is hierarchical inheritance. What is the hierarchical inheritance means? From a single parent class, multiple child classes are there means this scenario is called as a hierarchical inheritance. You can take look at the diagram. There is a parent class A. From that parent class A, three child classes are created B, C, D. That means B is getting the properties of A and C is getting the properties of A and D is also getting the properties of A. So this is called as a hierarchical inheritance. In real time example, we can take vehicle superclass. For that vehicle, we can create a car, a bike, a truck. Okay, so we can already see in car extended properties doors. In bike, extended properties is gear. Okay, in truck, extended properties is how much weight it can weigh. Okay, like that extension properties can be created in the child class. So that is about the hierarchical inheritance. And the next type is multiple inheritance. What is the multiple inheritance means? Child class is inheriting the more than one parent class. Child class is inheriting the more than one parent class is called as a multiple inheritance. In Java does not support the multiple inheritance with the classes. I'll tell you why Java is not supporting because of the ambiguity. Let me tell you one real-time example. If A is contained here, A, B, C, three classes are there. In assume that in A class there is a property T. Same time in B class also there is a property T. C is acquiring the C is inheriting the both A class and B class, then C cannot differentiate that property T from A or B because it is getting the properties from A and also it is getting from properties from B. So that means from A class T will come, from B class also T will come. It cannot differentiate which T is from which class. So that is called as ambiguity. So that because of that reason, Java does not support the multiple inheritance directly. But how it can support means with the help of interfaces, it can support the multiple inheritance. So next level of inheritance is, next type of inheritance is hybrid inheritance. If you combine any two types of before previously discussed inheritance, then it is called as a hybrid inheritance. So you can see the example here. Hierarchical inheritance is there, and hierarchical inheritance example is A class. From A class, three child classes are there, that is B, C, D. Again, from D, one more class is inherited, that is E class. So we can say this is a hierarchical inheritance plus single inheritance. Two inheritance concepts are there. So that's why this is called as a hybrid inheritance. We'll see some of the one real-time example of the hybrid inheritance. You can look at here, there is a class named person. In the person class, there is a name and age fields. Okay. From person class, two child classes are created, employee and student. Employee will have the name, employee will have the age, and extended property here is employee ID and salary. In student class also, student will have the name, age, and extended properties are roll number curves. So this is example of a hierarchical inheritance. Person is the one class. From that class, two classes are created. So it will be considered as a hierarchical inheritance. Again, this employee student, from employee student, one more class is extended, that is a trainee. Employee can undergo trainee and student can also undergo trainee. So in the trainee class, so training ID will be there, stipend will be there. What is the thing you need to understand means in trainee class, what properties will be there? In trainee class, name will be there, age will be there, employee ID will be there, salary will be there, roll number will be there, course will be there, and finally training ID will be there, stipend will be there. Okay. So like that, this is the example of the hybrid inheritance. Next, we'll see one real-time example of single inheritance, real-time example. So whatever the example which we have discussed in single inheritance, that is implemented here in Java, using Java. So in vehicle class, there are two properties. First one is brand and second one is maximum speed. Brand is declared as a string and maximum speed is declared as a int. So that is the class vehicle, and one method, two methods are there, start and stop. So whenever start method is called, vehicle is starting. We are displaying vehicle is starting. When stop method is called, vehicle is stopping. Like that we are displaying. Now we are creating one more class. What is the class here? Car class. That car class is extending the vehicle class. So that means whatever the properties there in the vehicle class, what are the properties are here means four properties are there. One is brand, second one is maximum speed. These are the variables, and two methods are there. Two methods are start, stop. All together four properties are there. All these four properties are added to the car class. So some extra properties are defined in the car class, that is doors and fuel type. Two properties, two variable properties. We can say variable properties, doors, fuel type. Doors is a integer type, fuel type is a string. Whether fuel is a diesel or petrol, what it is using. Now, for these two classes, we are going for the one more class, main. In the main class, we are creating object for the child class. What is a child class here? Car class is the child class. For car, we are creating the object C. So using object C, we are assigning the four properties values. That is a brand, maximum speed, dots, and the next one is fuel type. So C dot brand equal to Toyota, C dot maximum speed equal to some speed, and C dot doors equal to 4, C dot fuel type equal to petrol. So using C object, I am assigning the properties of the child class as well as assigning the properties of the parent class. Because car is a child class. For child class, the parent class properties are automatically added. So that's why child class consists of the four variable properties. And also child class acquires the methods of the parent class. For that reason, using C, we are calling the methods which are there in the parent class vehicle. Parent class methods here is start, stop. So C dot start, C dot stop, and next one C dot speed, open trunk. Open trunk to fill the fuel in child class. There is a one method is defined, open trunk. So there is the example of the single inheritance. Like that, we can create for the multiple inherit. Multiple is not supported. Multi-level, hierarchical, and hybrid also we can create. So what here we have discussed means today's video lecture we have discussed about what is inheritance, how many types of inheritance. Why we should go for the inheritance concept means mainly reusability. The first advantage is reusability. That means whatever the properties you want, if that properties are already exist in the another class, instead of creating that properties once again, you can use it from the already existing class. So that is the reusability. Second one is extension. What are the properties which are not available in the already existing, that will be created as a child class in the form of extension. And the applications where hierarchical order you require, there you can go for the inheritance class. Thank you.